Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing this video today because a lot of you guys recently saw my last video, which was footage of me at the IMATS, which was a lot of fun. And I know you guys are probably expecting this huge lavish haul, but I hate to bring it to you guys, I don't have one because I went in, I knew what I wanted, and instead of buying a lot of individual little items here and there, I bought a few really big ticket items. One of those items being right here, what you see in the middle, the ZÜCA bag. Now, a lot of you guys probably have no idea what a ZÜCA bag is. A ZÜCA bag is basically just another means of storing your makeup. I know you guys know what train cases are. It's just one of those things that has just gotten a little bit more popular over the last few years because this particular model here is really popular amongst makeup artists. And then if any of you guys are Mac Pro card holders, they actually have a Mac Pro version that has like the Mac logo on it, but this particular one is not the Mac one. This is just the regular ZÜCA brand. So the bag that you see in the middle, this is the ZÜCA here. And I really, first and foremost, I'm going to say this is probably the best way I've spent my money, like in my whole kit. This is probably my favorite purchase so far. It really, for me at least, is worth the money. It honestly, truly is. And I found that this particular system wasn't enough to hold all of my makeup, but at the same time, I wasn't looking for anything that would hold all of my makeup. I was looking just for a better way to store it and something a little bit more ideal for when I travel, because I do travel a lot and I was carrying like 5, 6 something different bags before, and it was just not efficient. So basically the majority of my makeup goes in here. Now what you see here is just the cover. This is the ZÜCA Pro model. This is probably the most popular. Well, this is the most popular one amongst other makeup artists. They have different types of ZÜCA bags, but this particular one is the most popular for makeup artists. And I would recommend this one for those of you guys that are freelancing, people that travel a lot, because this does fit in the overhead compartment and it is TSA approved. It stands at 19 inches tall, 13 inches long, and this is 10 inches wide, and it weighs 8.7 pounds. That's just some of the product specifics. I'm looking at the little booklet. The ZÜCA Pro brand comes with this free cover here, which basically when you're storing it and stuff, it makes sure it doesn't get scratched up. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that cover. And it just kind of snaps on the little bottom legs there so it doesn't lift up. And also when you're wheeling it around, because it is kind of like a suitcase, you have that. It still is able to be lifted around. So you just lift it up, and here's the bag. And this silver compartment, they have different models and different brands and colors. I liked this one because I figured, okay, if this is going to get scratched, it's already going to be silver, so the scratches aren't going to be as noticeable. They do have an all black one, but I thought that the silver would be a little bit more practical. And this top part you see is actually a seat, like a chair. So those of you guys that are freelancing on the go, you have clients, it seats up to 300 pounds on top of this thing alone. So I often use this thing kind of like as an additional workspace. I kind of like stack stuff like that. Like I can work on top of this thing if push come to absolute shove. If you don't have anywhere to seat your model or your client, you can always do that. So that's really awesome. And then you have the back wheels here on the side, which makes it ideal for going up the stairs. You've got some side pockets here. You can put business cards here. And same deal on the other side. We've got all the zippers on that side. And please ignore this ugly carpet. I'm staying in a hotel. So anyways, now you have the center here. This is pretty much where the bulk of the makeup comes in and out of. And this snaps upwards. And then this zips out. And you open her. And if you look on the side here, let's start with the side compartment. Basically, these kind of zip and go as they please. I have all of my, I guess, fixers, and I have... These are kind of the things that I'm usually quick to grab. I have a spray bottle with rubbing alcohol, Fix Plus, oil control lotion. 9 times out of 10 I end up using that. And all of my mixing mediums, and I have some brush cleanser up here. So this is basically just anything cleaning or fixers or anything like that. Now here, which is where the majority of my makeup goes, it comes with these little pouches that are able to be labeled, and also they have the they pull out like that, and basically they're designed to like kind of resemble like a drawer. So the way I stack mine up when I'm on the go, I usually put my brush belt on top, so that fits in there. And I'm gonna just start removing everything as I go. I'm gonna show you guys how I stack everything up in here and the order in which everything is. Here's the whole setup. All of that just came out of my ZÜCA bag. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those clear bags there. This is my brush belt. These two I just bought. This one I bought like at Target. This one I bought at Mac. And this one came with an airbrush system that I just recently got. So I'm gonna start from bottom all the way up to top. And my first clear pouch here is all my airbrush stuff. I just recently got this system about a week and a half ago, and I'm gonna probably be doing a review on that one. Haven't used it yet. This is my first airbrush machine compressor, and it was given to me by the Diner company. So like I said, I probably am gonna do a review on that. So everything airbrush goes in here, and they're actually quite large. If you can see how big they are in comparison to my hand, they're pretty big. So, and then once again, they just zip around here. And you open them up, and it's pretty roomy in here. So everything airbrush related fits in there. And then when you put it back in the ZÜCA bag, you usually leave the handle facing outwards so you can see the label. I know everything by heart, but for those of you guys that, you know, just if a label helps you, just go ahead and do that. The next compartment up to that is this one. I have all of my lashes in here. I have my lip mixing palettes, my chroma cakes. I have some jumbo pencils in there. And then these lashes are the ones that I use. These are personal lashes. And so yeah, anything lash related. I got some glue in there too, Duo, and some of the fun stuff that kind of didn't really have a place otherwise. So all the fun, colorful bases and body painting type of stuff basically goes in here. And then I'm going to stack that one directly on top of where I put the airbrush one. Now my next compartment is basically my foundations. Every single foundation I have, and these aren't just the ones that I use. These are just different, you know, as a freelance makeup artist, period. Not everybody is going to be able to use Studio Fix Fluid. Not everybody is going to be able to use Sculpt. So I have different types of foundation for different skin types, different complexions, different everything. I have my Sculpts, Studio Sculpt, which is a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous foundation that's ideal for dry to normal skin types. Don't care for it myself, but I've seen it look absolutely amazing on some clients. I have Face and Body for those that are looking for a more sheer coverage, and that's also water resistant. I have my Fix Fluids here, which is a matte finish and ideal for oily skin types. And then this one, which is not MAC, is a recent purchase that I made at the IMATS. This is the Face, hold on, let me see if you can zoom out. This is called the Face Atelier Pro. And these are a silicone-based foundation that are really ideal for, they say that they can work for oily. I try to stay away from oily, anything with silicone in it. But I absolutely love the finish on them. I love the way they photograph. They are absolutely amazing. Their line for women of color is absolutely amazing. I just recently used them at a photo shoot, and I'm highly satisfied with them. So I'm probably going to be doing a review on those as well. And then I have this one random mineralized SPF in there too. So everything foundation goes in this large one here, and everything fits perfectly and was able to stack, luckily, because I'm a very organized person. So I'm going to just pop that one on top of this one. Okay, next I have all of my powders, powder blushes that don't fit in palettes, mineralized skin finishes. Hold on, let me just get this open. I've got all of my mineralized skin finishes, and back here it goes into my full coverage foundations. And these are just more larger size blushes. Some of the blush ombres from Spring Color Forecast. Blushes that can't be depotted, like highlighters, the ones that have raised edges, like Improvise. See how that's raised like that, and it can't fit in a palette, so that goes in there. All of my concealers, Studio Scope Concealers and Studio Finish, and all my select cover-ups, miscellaneous stuff like that, all goes in here. And I have two random CoverGirl bronzers, which were recommended to me by, can't remember her YouTube name, but her name is Karen. She's an amazing, amazing, amazing makeup artist. So anything powder related, blushes, all goes in this compartment, and they all fit absolutely amazingly in here. And I love the square shape of these compartments. So I'm just going to stack that one right on top. And the last compartment that the ZÜCA bag came with was this mesh one, and I think that this one is ideal for like toiletries and stuff like that. But of course, since this is my makeup kit, I'm using this for makeup. I have all my disposable wands in here. I have all of my moisturizers, oil control, strobe, brightening serum, some invisible set powder, fluid lines, some samples of line filler, gloss, lip mixes, just miscellaneous skincare items go in here, and my disposable mascara wands, which you can buy from MAC Pro, and all of those go in here. This one I just stack right there on top. Okay, now lastly, this is just a clear bag that I got with that airbrush system. This did not come with the ZÜCA bag. I don't want anybody to get confused with that. This one I just put all of my personal makeup, my own foundation, my own powder, my own mascara, things that I don't use on anyone else but myself, my Fix Plus, my Prep and Prime, just all the things that I use on my own. I stack that one directly on top of where I put that last bag. And then in here, the little MAC black bag, I have all of my eyeliners, kohl liners, sharpeners, some more miscellaneous NYX jumbo pencils, mascaras that I use for my kit, and I only use disposable wands with these. I do not use the wand that comes with this one because that's not sanitary. But all of my liners basically go in here. And the way I stack this up, I put this one on the side there and have it standing up. And then in here, I just have my lip liners. As you can see, I have lip liners and some of those lip stains that came out with that recent collection going here too. So I have all those in there. And then what I do is I just slide that one directly on the other side, on that little corner there. And so that's how I do that. As you can see, I still have a little room all up in here to fit things. So when I'm traveling, I take my brush belt, which is empty because I'm cleaning all my brushes right now, fold it in half, wrap the cord around, and I just slide that right in there, and it fits up there perfectly. And then what I do is I just fold this back over. And even though it sticks out a little bit, it will close. And then this snaps over, and you have your ZÜCA bag. So that's basically it. And then you have, let's not forget about the handle there. It comes up pretty high, so it's ideal for taking up and down the stairs. And it just rolls really, really conveniently. Now, once again, as I stated, you guys, I did not buy the system to store all of my makeup. As you can see, I still have my carry-all case that I bought from MAC. And I just couldn't resist keeping this because I can still fit all of my palettes in here perfectly. I just feel like if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. This just works perfectly for my palettes. So I keep all my palettes and miscellaneous eyeshadows that can't be depotted in here, like the mineralized ones that have once again, the raised edges. Keep all of those bad boys in here, these little stackable palettes, stuff like that. Anything eye related, eyeshadows and stuff like that, all goes in my carry-all. And usually what I can do, like I showed you guys earlier, is just stack that bad boy right on top of here and just work from there. Now, another thing that I refuse to give up is my MAC train case. And this is the newer model. A lot of people don't really like the newer model. This is the only train case that I've ever had, so I don't really have anything else to compare it to. But probably the best attribute about this particular train case is the fact that it's weatherproof. When it's hot, it keeps your makeup from melting, keeps the water out, keeps the temperature in there set and cool. And when I think of temperature proof, having something that's temperature proof, I think of a place to store my lipsticks and lip glosses, because you cannot have those things melting, you guys. You've got to have something that's going to protect those in the weather, in the heat, especially when you're leaving your makeup in the car sometimes, certain gigs, you're traveling. You've got to have something that's going to protect the weatherability of your products. When you take that case off, I have my pigments here, anything pigment related, pigment samples. I also keep my paint pots and chroma lines in here. Anything that can melt goes in here. So I keep those in there. You open this up, these slide out. I have my some more miscellaneous mineralized skin finishes, naturals and the regular ones. My brow pencils, all of basically anything eyebrow goes in here. And then when you slide this open, and this does detach, I have all my lip glosses and lipsticks. I don't know what I would do if I came into my car one day, opened my train case, and had everything melted. So I decided to keep all of my lip products in here because it was just too perfect. And I'm kind of running out of room on that end, but I can always make it work. I'll probably remove, glosses can melt, but lipsticks is probably what my biggest concern was. So I decided to keep this one. And even though, I don't have one means of storage, like I said earlier, I wasn't looking for one. I wanted something that was a little bit more practical for what I was doing before, and this is it. All I basically do is carry that, and what I usually do is store that one on top of that and wheel as I go. So this is probably the most efficient system I've ever had. I love my ZÜCA bag. It was well worth the money spent. Now, I was given a discounted rate at this ZÜCA bag because I purchased it at the IMATS. Total minus shipping, because they offered me free shipping, I paid $240 for this particular bag. They have different models and different styles. I can't give you the prices of all of them. You would just have to check out the website, and I'll be sure to post that on the video. So this particular one, after the 25% off discount, was $240, not shipping not included. So if you guys are interested in this bag, check out the website. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. I'm so glad I got this bag because, I was doing my research in other train cases, and a lot of them kind of come with that like hard plasticky type of material, and I was just worried, what if I dropped it down the stairs and it busts open? And I couldn't have that. I couldn't have anything that was going to be hard to the touch. So I like the fact that it's a soft sack and it's just a little bit more ideal for traveling, and it fits in the overhead compartment and all of those good things because I do travel a lot. So I hope you guys found this ZÜCA review / makeup storage video helpful, and I will try my best to answer all your questions to the best of my ability. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and had a great 4th of July Independence Day weekend, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye!